understand that approximately 12,000 people have been evacuated out of Afghanistan.
Yes.
We know that for security reasons, you can't get specific on what security plans are in place, but generally speaking, can you say if any of the protocols or plans on the ground have changed to enable these evacuations safely, despite the threats that are currently there?
Sure, I understand your question, and certainly they adjust and make adjustments on the ground. The commanders on the ground do in order to keep their troops safe, in order to successfully evacuate more people from the country. And as you noted, we're obviously not going to get into those details from here. It's also important to note and just reiterate, as I said earlier, that you will see a reduction in numbers over the next couple of days, and that is because they are beginning the retrograde process over the course of the next couple of days. They will also be mindful of troop posture and keeping the men and women of our military safe to the degree they can.
Over the last few days, we have seen images of service members kind of creating this human chain, this human barrier holding people back in Kabul. Do you know if that's still happening? That seems like it's putting them in a very vulnerable spot.
The servicemen, sorry, just so I understand.
In Kabul, just images of them kind of blocking groups from getting to a certain area. Do you know if that's still happening, or is that one of the changes that's been implemented?
I can't. I would point you to the Department of Defense for any operational changes they can speak to, and I would predict they're not going to speak to many in detail. What I will note and refer to is something General McKenzie said yesterday, which really stuck with me in terms of illustrating what's happening here. In order to do the security screenings necessary, people have to get quite close. The members of the military have to get quite close to individuals they're screening. They've screened, as we know, tens of thousands of people. So some images may reflect that. I think what you're talking about is something different from that, but I would certainly point you to them for any specifics they can provide. Oh, good. Go ahead. Go ahead.